Cigarettes is like riding a horse for the first time. It can sometimes be a little rough. But remember, falling off a horse doesn't mean a fella can't ride. And smoking one cigarette after quitting doesn't make you a smoker again. Just renew your determination and get back in the saddle again. And chances are good you'll be riding happily into a tobacco-free sunset.
This guy is so cool. He can listen to music, talk on the phone, and plan his schedule all at the same time. Only he forgot about one little small detail. He's supposed to be driving. Whoa, buddy. Gadgets and gals and gauges, and pretty soon you're in over your head. Technology is a wonderful thing, but there is a time and there is a place. Take it from me, Colin Ray. Pay attention to what's important, and she'll pay attention to you. Drive to arrive.
She's all that. I'm in touch with her feminine side. She's all that. Let me tell you, man, it's one sweet ride. She's all that. Humdinger boy, straight off the block.
Morning.
Morning.
I'm sure I'm looking good today.
Excuse me? I really don't appreciate that kind of comment.
What? I'm just trying to give you a compliment.
Well, then you need to work on that.
Have a nice day.
Even if you mean well, it's still possible to be guilty of sexual harassment because it's not what you intend, it's how it's perceived by the other person.
Steve Yzerman, Sergei Fedorov, and NHL Tonight's Barry Melrose stopped by the fish shop to tell a fan that to truly understand hockey, he should watch NHL Tonight. Remember, to know is to love.
From the AFRTS News Center in Washington, this is the 2-Minute Report. President George Bush Friday told troops at Fort Hood, Texas, they may face crucial hours in the days ahead. Mr. Bush greeted some of the more than 40,000 troops at Fort Hood, home of the 1st Cavalry Division and the 4th Infantry Division. The president was given a demonstration of an Abrams tank, and he later cited the proud history of Fort Hood, telling soldiers they're now being called again in the war on terrorism.
In the months ahead, more soldiers from Fort Hood may be given other essential missions. But wherever you serve, or wherever you may be sent, you can know that America is grateful and your commander-in-chief is confident in your abilities and proud of your service.
The president said we are winning the war on terrorism. While not all terrorists have been caught, he said many have been put out of business.
Some have met their fate by sudden justice. Some are now answering questions at Guantanamo Bay. In either case, they're no longer a problem to the United States of America and our friends.
And if it becomes necessary to use force against Iraq, the president said we'll be ready.
America will act deliberately. America will act decisively. And America will prevail because we've got the finest military in the world.
Following the speech, Mr. Bush visited one of Fort Hood's dining halls for a quick lunch.
You get anything? You better put some corn on there. I don't think I'll have any broccoli today.
That's the 2-Minute Report. From Washington, I'm George Yorns.
You know, since I quit smoking, I've been trying more low-calorie foods like this frozen yogurt. It's pretty good.
Are you worried about gaining weight?
Well, I did gain some. That's why I've been watching what I eat and exercising more.
Isn't that a struggle?
Not really. So what if I have to lose a few pounds? That's okay. It's better than losing my life to smoking.
It's normal to gain weight after quitting smoking, but with proper diet and exercise, you can control it.
If your travels take you through Austria or Switzerland, keep in mind you must buy a toll sticker. You can pick these up at the border or various points before. Toll stickers are only required for major highways.
Before you plan your next vacation in Europe, make sure to pick up the Thursday edition of the Stars and Stripes. Inside, you'll find the Stripes travel section filled with tips and lots of useful travel information. The Stripes travel section, your guide to adventure.
When I first started, I really didn't know all the dangers. Things like gum disease, tooth decay, open sores, cancer. You could even lose part of your jaw. I thought the only thing I had to worry about was bad breath.
Well, like they say, you're gonna feel a little pinch between your cheek and gum. Open wide. This may hurt a little.
This month, Air Force News goes on assignment for Christmas at the front in an Air Force uniform. Blue Christmas, this month, on assignment.
I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Air Force News, on assignment, Blue Christmas, Wednesday after sports on AFN Atlantic.
DoD's schools equip our young people with many skills that can't be gained just from books. Schools provide a safe and secure environment for our children, especially in these difficult times. Our schools keep students focused on learning and maintain routines important to stability and normalcy. DoD schools, an important part of quality of life in Europe.
On the windshield is not the latest in cosmetic mirrors, and the urge to make that last check is really hard to resist. Hi, I'm Tammy Cochran, reminding you to drive to arrive. You want looks to stop traffic, but not this way. So apply that secret weapon before you get behind the wheel.
Some people seem to enjoy taking risks, no matter what the consequences. Like that snuff you just put in your mouth. With smokeless tobacco, you're taking a big chance. Your gums could rot. You could lose your teeth, even get cancer. If you use snuff or chewing tobacco, try something really daring and quit, because smokeless tobacco is a risk you can live without.
I am out of superlative. The body control and athleticism is amazing.
What tremendous balance.
Oh my goodness gracious. Incredible. How's that for God-given ability?
Hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Brad Mikulski, along with my partner Elka, who's deployed here at Al-Udeid Air Base, Qatar. Just want to say happy holidays to all my friends and family back at Langley Air Force Base, Virginia. I'm doing okay, and I'll be home soon.
The old spittoon, a standard Western crop. Back in the old days, people didn't know all the dangers of spit tobacco or why it was so addictive. Now we know it's the nicotine. And when you use dip or chew, you hold the tobacco in your mouth a long time. It's right up against your skin in direct contact with your body, so your body absorbs a lot of nicotine. And that's what makes it highly addictive. With smokeless tobacco, you need to know what you're up against.
Our most successful schools involve parent and community members working side by side with teachers. Educational research shows that parent and community involvement is a positive influence. Would you like to get involved in a meaningful way? Do you want to discover the good things that your school is doing for students? Contact your Dodge school and find out how you can join us in making a difference.
The year's end is a time for reflection, and that's particularly true since our nation is at war. As we enter the year 2003, I want you all to take particular time with your families and friends to sit back and reflect on the blessings we have as a nation. Additionally, I want you to take particular care during the holidays to be safe and sensible in both your partying and driving. We are carrying the banner of freedom throughout the world and furthering the cause of liberty. Take care and have a happy New Year.
I can still feel his hooks in my ribs and taste the leather from his uppercuts. So why should I get out of the corner? Because I'd gladly take another 3 minutes of pain for a shot at the title. Wouldn't you?
It can happen any time of year. Vigorous activity can cause pain in your arms or legs, which is a strong indication of heat cramps. First, find some shade. Then you need to rehydrate with water, or better yet, a sports drink, which also replaces lost salts. A massage will help those cramps. And if you change out of that wet, heavy shirt, evaporation will cool you off. No matter what the weather, treat heat cramps before they become life-threatening.
Under the Decca Fisher Foundation Scholarship Program, hundreds of students have been awarded at least $1,500 in the past 2 years, and hundreds more will benefit this year. Submit applications to your commissary no later than February 21st.
Accelerate your life. They've been called a dream team, a gas to watch.
This is the best show on television.
Tony Kornheiser, Michael Wilbon.
Sports and other stuff.
Pardon the interruption.
It can start small, but when left unchecked, sexual harassment can quickly grow into something bigger. But there is a way to control sexual harassment. If you feel you're being harassed, consider taking action immediately by confronting the harasser. Make it clear that if the harassment doesn't stop, you're prepared to talk to their supervisor. Because when it comes to dealing with sexual harassment, you're at the first line of defense.
Here's what's coming up on AFN Sports. AFN Sports, your 24/7 sports channel.